Hey guys, today we're going to learn about the parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech, and today we'll learn about 5 of them. We're learning about the parts of speech because this will help us to look up the meanings of words in our French to English dictionary. Knowing the part of speech that you're looking for will help you to find the right meaning if a word has more than one meaning listed in the dictionary. So the first part of speech is the verb. A verb expresses action, and a lot of times this is considered the most important part of a sentence. So an example of a verb in English is to swim. That's an action. And in French, we could say the same thing. The way to say to swim in French is nager. Nager. The second part of speech is the noun. A noun is a person, a place, or a thing. Sometimes also an idea can be a noun. So an example of a person could be a student. In French, un étudiant. An example of a place could be a school. In French, une école. And an example of a thing could be a pencil. In French, un crayon. The third part of speech is the pronoun, and it replaces a noun. So instead of saying the student, we could say she. In French, elle. Instead of saying the people in this classroom, we could say we, or in French, nous. And instead of saying the pencils, we could say they. In French, ils. Our fourth part of speech is the adjective. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. So here's an example of an adjective that describes a noun. A smart student. In French, we could say un étudiant intelligent. That means the same thing. So when we say a smart student, the word smart is describing student. And in the French version, the word intelligent is our adjective, also describing the word student, étudiant. If we want to use an adjective to describe a pronoun instead of a noun, then we could say he is smart. Smart is now describing he, which is our pronoun that is replacing student. In French, we would say il est intelligent to say he is smart. And finally, we have our last part of speech, the adverb, number 5. An adverb describes a verb or another adverb. So let's take a look at what it looks like when an adverb describes a verb. If I were to say, he swims well, the word well is describing how he swims. And swims is our verb, our action word. We can do the same thing in French. Il nage bien. Literally means he swims well. Bien means well. And it describes the word nage, which means swims. If we want our adverb to describe another adverb, we could say he swims really well. And really is an adverb that describes how well he swims. He swims really well. In French, we would say il nage vraiment bien. Vraiment means really. And it describes how well, bien, he swims. So hopefully this video has helped you to understand the 5 different parts of speech that we've explored, and we'll see if this will help us to use our dictionaries to look up the meanings of French and English words. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know.